Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Whoops, got a little hair here. Sensate444. And thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I have a Shein haul today. It took me a while to accumulate enough for a Shein haul again because I haven't been buying as much. But hopefully this will be a good one, okay? I hope everybody's doing well. Okay. All right, let me just start with a necklace. Let's see if I can get it open here. If you like my video, if you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you don't like it, you can give a thumbs down. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. It'll help the algorithm for me, and it'll also help you if you're interested in knowing when I upload. You'll be notified. Okay, this is the first item. It is a necklace, and it has various things on it, like a heart and flowers, and it has a good amount of pink. I would say most of the things have pink in it. There's one with blue, and there's a heart with pearls. And I would say it's about 18 inches in length, and that one was $4.09. Okay, and then the next item that I got was a brooch, and that would be this one, this brooch right here. It has a lot of pink in it. It'll be good for spring, and I hope you could see that well. Okay, and it has that pin on the back. And that one was $1.83. Then I got a pack of earring backs, and I believe there's 200 in here, 200 pieces. And they're the little kind of rubbery earring back that are shaped in a little bell, like a little bell. Because I noticed with some of my earrings, the backs that come with them are too loose to stay on. So I find that these, either the rubber ones or the little small plastic ones, work better for me than some of the metal backs. So we'll try these out. I got 200 of those, and those were free because it was it was my monthly gift from the Shein Club, that to which I am a member. And I believe the Shein Club was $9.99 for 3 months. I did not subscribe to the more expensive club where they say that you get more of a percentage back. I didn't take that one, but for $9.99 for 3 months, I thought that's not bad. And I am getting things a little bit cheaper. Not huge, but a little. Okay, I got these cross earrings. Those were $2.96. They're very large. I'd say they're almost 3 inches long, and maybe about a little less than 2 inches, maybe 1.75 inch wide, I would say. And they're posts on the back. And they did give me, looks like 2 pairs of backs, which I love. And I thought these would be good for Easter. Okay. And how much were these? Let's see. These were $2.93. $2.93. Okay, and I do love those. They're very colorful. They have pink, dark blue, like a aqua blue, 3 colors: pink, aqua blue, and dark blue. Okay, all right, and those earrings, did I say what they were? $2.93. $2.93. Okay, the next thing I got is a phone case. And this phone case is for a Galaxy A15 5G. And I do want to make a note about track phone. I was having a very terrible time calling anybody from my home on my track phone. In fact, it just wasn't even working unless I was Wi-Fi calling. So I was getting no coverage. And that had been going on for a long time, and I didn't think there was much I could do about it, but eventually I called track phone just to see if my number was, that I could take it somewhere else. And they checked it for me, and they said, "Why would you want to go anywhere else? What's the problem?" I said, "I can't call anyone unless I have Wi-Fi on my phone." I said, "Even when I go places, I don't always get coverage, but I'm not getting it at home at all." And they sent me another phone. They sent me a A15. I had an A14 before, and they sent me an A15. So I'm thrilled about that. I am thrilled because so far I've been able to make calls. It's been much better. And thank you, TrackPhone. And so TrackPhone, this is a case for the new phone. It's for a Samsung A15 5G, and that would be this. And then as a backup, since they weren't very expensive, that one was $0. That was part of a Shein Club thing where that was my monthly prize. I told you it took me a while to get all these things in. So that's why I have 2 free things in this order. And then I also got this one. This one has a handle built in the back, which I need because I don't want to drop my phone, especially since it's a new phone. I definitely want to be very careful with it. It has a little smiley face there. And it's also for a Samsung. It's also for a Samsung A15. And it says on it, happy every day. Happy every day. That is cool. That is cool. Very cute. Okay, and that one, $3.01 for that one. And I think that was worth it. I tried to find some of these things at my local Dollar Tree, but they really didn't have much this time. So I went ahead and ordered it on Shein. Okay, let me see what else is in here. Okay, I got this necklace that has a heart. Oh, and I just want to say the earrings that I have on here, they look like stones. They have a little, they're kind of like 3-dimensional, and they have like blue, what do you call that, glitter on it. So those were an old purchase off of Temu, and if you go way back into my purchases, like about a year ago, you might find it on one of my videos. Okay, this necklace, it has a silver chain, and the chain is a little bit longer, and it has a red heart. I just thought this was beautiful. It's faceted with many cuts. I think it might be glass, and a little kind of a thicker silver chain, which I like. And I'll put this on so we could see. Okay, you could see that it hangs longer than some of the. Oh, I put it on backwards. Wait a second. Yeah. Okay. I don't even need to unclasp it. It fits right over my head. On this heart, I paid. Much was the red heart? $1.93, and there you see it right there. It's kind of big too. I really liked it. Okay, and $1.93 on that. And I think I actually, even though these glasses are progressive, I got these glasses from Vision Works. That was my yearly prescribed glasses from last year that I have under insurance. I still think I see better up close without glasses. Tell me if you've had that experience. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know. Okay, where was I? Okay, we got the heart necklace. Okay. The next item was, or the next items were this pair of earrings. And they're also little hearts. I went crazy with the hearts. But I do wear hearts all the year. I don't just wear them at Valentine's Day. And so that's an orange heart in the middle that has like a textured 3-dimensional surface. And it has these, let's see if I can get it in clear. It has blue beads around it, blue and green, and the heart is orange. And I find it kind of hard to find a lot of orange jewelry, so I was thrilled with these. They're not particularly huge, but they're a good size. They're not too small either. I kind of like my jewelry a little larger than some people do. I don't know. That's just what I prefer. Maybe because I was a child of the 80s. Okay, those earrings with the orange hearts were $2.60. And you can't beat these prices on jewelry. Here or at Temu. I mean, really, the prices are amazing on the jewelry. Okay, and then this is I thought this was a necklace, but it turned out I was wrong. I didn't read the description carefully enough. And this is a bracelet with these beautiful bright pink, I'd almost call it like a Barbie pink flower on there, 3 of them. And that bracelet was $2.18. $2.18. Okay. All right, that's it for the jewelry. Okay, let's go look at some of the clothing. Let me know if you like the new format of me showing the clothing personally more than putting it on the mannequin that I used to do. If you like it better on the mannequin, I will go back to that, because I'm not trying them on. I am actually just showing them. So if you'd rather see how they would look on somebody, I can go back to displaying them on the mannequin. Okay, this was a purple cardigan sweater with little bows all over it. And it's a little snug. It's, I think, an 8 to 10. I would have got the 12, the XL. The 12 is the XL, but they didn't have it. So I did try the 8 to 10, and I can wear it. It's just not loose. And on that one, that sweater, let's see, where's the purple? Okay, $8.01. $8.01. That was a very good price, I thought, for that, because it has detail on it and it's very cute. Okay, this sweater, I did pay more for this sweater, but I really loved it. I tried to see if it would go down and it never did. So I did pay a little bit more. This one has the fur lining on it, and it is in gray, and it is a slightly cropped. It does come to, at least to the waist, a little bit more. But it has a zipper. It zips up, and it has this faux fur collar, and it's in gray, and it is like cable texture on this. And let's see, did I put this one on here? Why don't I remember putting this one on here? Okay, that one I'm going to have to say the price in the description, but I do believe it was at least $21, somewhere around there. And I usually won't spend that much for one item, even though, you can't buy it in the store brand new for $21, I don't believe, unless there's a clearance sale, which I am a loyal fan of clearance sales. Okay, but this one, I will have to get back to you on the price exactly of that, but let's just for now say it was about $21, and I would say that's probably pretty close. Okay, what else did I get here? If you remember, I did show this blouse before. However, when I bought it, I bought a 0XL, which was way too small. It's funny how the XL on the regular sizes fits me, but the 0XL in the plus is too small. So I've mentioned that before. I think that their plus sizes run a little small, and I feel that their regular sizes usually run a little bit big. Okay, this is a V-neck, kind of an empire type waist with elastic, and it's in the color tangerine. And it flares out at the bottom, kind of like a peplum top. And it has, let's see, how do the sleeves look? It has like gathered elastic at the sleeves. It's a long sleeve top. And I wanted to make sure that the second one I bought fit. So I got a 2XL this time, and it does fit really well. And I typically wear a 1X or an XXL in United States sizes, so I did get a 2X on that, and it was not too big. Okay. Oh, now this blouse I really like. It looks really plain, but when you put it on, it is so flattering. It is so flattering, and it's such a pretty color. It's kind of like a pinky purple color. This blouse I got $6.38. I got this in a 1XL, and it is not too small. So this one runs a little bigger in Shein sizes, but I'd say it's true to a US 1X. The 1X in this blouse is pretty much like a US 1X, and it has the gathered elastic at the waist, as well as in the cuffs of the sleeves. And I love that color. And did I say how much that was? $6.38. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next thing. Another cardigan. I know I went nuts with these cardigans. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one is pretty. It almost looks like mohair, but it's not, of course. But it's kind of striped in this unusual. I don't know. I really don't see too many things look like this. It kind of is retro to me because I think I remember having sweaters like this back in the 80s and 90s, but I haven't seen any in a long time. And this is in an 8 to 10, which is a large, but it is really big. Really big on me. In fact, I would say I could have gone down a size on this. So sometimes you just don't know. And there it is. It's like a V-neck cardigan with buttons down the front. Do I have it inside out? Yeah, I have it inside out. Okay, there's the buttons on the front. They're like purpley, and the colors in it are like purple, blue, pink. It even looks like there's a little bit of brown in there, so you could almost wear this with just about anything. I'm a real matchy person. I like to match. Can't always match though. Too predictable. All right. All right, but that one was in an 810, which is a large, and it ran large because I am a size 1X in the US. Okay, so that multicolored cardigan that I showed in blue, pink, brown, and purple, that one was $10.46. $10.46. Okay. What else do we have here? I like this top. Now, I bought this in a 0X. Don't know why I did that, so I sent it back because it was too small. And really, I think I made a mistake on this because this is like a sweatshirty type thing. I would have got a bigger size, so I made a mistake. This is in the color Dusty Blue. It's just a straight top. It's thick and heavy. It feels like corduroy. It's ribbed, and it comes over the hip. It's a good length. And the 2X now is a little bit big on me, but that's the way I would like to wear a top like this. And that shirt with the little daisy, that was $6.35. Let me check the composition of this because it feels like corduroy, but I bet it's not cotton. Let me see what it is. 100% polyester, which is like what a lot of their stuff is. Okay, I think that they use recycled plastic to make some of this polyester is what I've heard. I don't know, you'd have to check that out to be sure, but that's what I've heard. Okay, which is good if they are, because anything recycled, anything that you recycle, that's a plus to me. Okay, all right, and then I got these pants that are a really thick sweatery material, and they have like a faux, well, they have a drawstring. Does it really make it tighter though? I don't think so. I think it's just a faux drawstring in brown, and it has this design of like these diamonds going down the leg, or almost like a braided raised pattern going down the legs. One thing I would say about this though is they're not very long. I tend to wear at least a 30 or 31 in the inseam, and these were not, but I took a chance that they might be okay. And they're not too short. I would have liked them just a tad longer, but they're not so short that I can't wear them. These were 100% polyester and in a size large, and they just fit. They could have been a little larger, but this is the biggest size that they had at the time, so I got the large. And they're nice and thick and heavy, like a sweater, like a really heavy sweater. So I was pretty happy with those. And let's see, brown pants, sweater pants, $7.86. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have? What do we? Okay, this one I had shown before, but once again, it was too small. But I couldn't get any money back on it because I think this was sent as a free item. So since I didn't pay for the first one, I went ahead and purchased another one of these, but this time I went up 2 sizes to a 3X, and it is not too big. So I would say if you buy this one, it's kind of a red with little designs of roses in it in black. And if you buy this one, definitely go up at least 1 size in this, because it has this elastic around the waist area, and it does run small. And the back is very, very sheer. The back and the breast area is not sheer. It's like lined, but the back is very sheer. So you might want to wear like a tank or a camisole with that one. And that one, how much did I pay for that? $9.85. Like I said, I didn't pay anything for the first one that I got in the usual 2X, and it was too small, so I went and got a 3X. Okay, and if you're curious, I have 44 inches around the bust, and my waist is about a 39.5. So just for reference, in case you want to buy one of those. Okay, the next thing was this long gray skirt, and this one is let's see, how big is this one? This one just fit me. And what size was this? Good question. I don't see the tag. Let's see. This was an XL. Now this one was made, I think, in Vietnam instead of China. And it has this, it's like a sweatery type texture, like a knit. And it has faux buttons down the front. They don't really unbutton. So when you go all the way down, it has like a little, it has a little skirt there at the hem, and it's very long, and I am tall. I am 5'8". So if you buy this skirt, just be aware that it is a very long skirt. It doesn't come to the ground, but I would say it's definitely a lot longer than your traditional skirt that comes to mid-calf. And that one is in gray, and that one was a 12, which is an XL, and as I said, it just fit. If I had gotten a size smaller, it would not have fit. And that was $8.36. I'm very happy with that. I like the material, and I like the style of that. Okay, okay, this was also a Shein Club gift that I got for free. Unfortunately, once again, I ordered a 1X. I should have really got a 2X. I can wear it, but I would have liked this to be kind of loose. Okay, and it has that peekaboo shoulders, cold shoulders, or whatever you call those. And it has a scalloped hem around the collar. It has a flat bottom. It comes to the top of the hip. And this one was, like I said, this was free. Unfortunately, it's a little small. We'll see. I'm still, I'm on this Mounjaro journey, and I had to start taking Mounjaro because I'm diabetic, and the metformin wasn't kicking it enough for me. So they tried me on metformin, or they tried me on Mounjaro, and so far the Mounjaro is taking care of the sugar, which I'm very grateful. And I have lost about 100 pounds. Okay, now my weight loss has really slowed. In fact, it seems like on my scale at home it wasn't budging at all, and so now it's gotten a lot harder, but it was great. I really needed to lose it. I had other health issues. Okay, that orange top, it has a slight feeling of texture to it, a little bit, so it's not really just a flat fabric. And that one, see what that was made out of, just in case you're curious. 95% polyester and 5% elastane, but it is not stretchy. Okay. Okay, the next item was this red tie in the front blouse. And I did show one of these in a previous video, but again, I had to go up a size. So I don't know if I sent the other one back or not, but I went up to a 3X in this one just to make sure that it was big enough, and I'm glad I did, because I think a 2X still would have been too small. So these run small. It's kind of a a sheer red V-neck blouse with a tie up around the top. Yeah, and it has an elastic across the waistline in the back, and the sleeves have an elastic at the cuff, and it's very flattering because of that little tie up there on top. I think it gives the illusion of a smaller waistline because you're looking at that little bow up near the top, and it takes your eyes away from the waistline. That shirt was $12.39. Okay, which was a little more than I usually pay, but I did love it. I did love this top. Let's see what it was made of. 3XL, and it was made of 100% polyester. It's not stretchy at all. And it is sheer, so on that one you would have to wear a tank under it or a camisole or something, or at least a red foundation. Okay, and that one was $12.39. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, this is a skirt, and it's a black, kind of feels velvety. I'm calling it velveteen because it's not as thick, and you know, velvet doesn't always give, but this one has a little give to it, and it has an elastic around the waist, and it's a little shorter than the knee. Okay, it's not super short, but it is a little bit above the knee. Okay, and on that one I got a size, let's see, that one I got a size, it's 100% polyester. I got an XL in that, and it just fits. Like, if I would have got one size smaller, it would not have fit. And again, my waist is 39, so 39 and maybe a half. Less than 40 is my waist, and this one fit perfectly. Okay, and on that black skirt, that was $6.83, which I think was a very fair price for that. Okay, the next skirt that I got was this. It also is above the knee, and it has a flouncy kind of hem on it, and it is ribbed. It is a sweatery material. I got this one also in an XL, which they're calling a size 12, and once again, it just fits. It's not too big and it's not too small. It's actually just perfect. Okay, and on that skirt, that gray skirt, that's the shorter one, that was a 12XL, and that is $7.88 when I bought it. And as I have said in my other videos, Shein's prices fluctuate. They fluctuate daily. It seems like they're always fluctuating. So I just give you these prices as a reference. You may or may not be able to get these prices. You may end up paying more or less. I don't know, so you'll have to check it out yourself. And that one again, $7.88. Okay. Couple more left, guys. I am going to be not buying as many clothing, or as many items of clothing anymore. So, but we're going to have other videos of me. Like I had one up there last time about a thrift shop I visited. And hopefully this spring I have a couple people that have agreed to let me do makeovers on them. So we're going to try that. See if I can make them look pretty without messing everything up. And I don't know what makes me think I'm good, but I know my friends used to like me to do their makeup when they all went to prom and stuff. However, I think I'm out of touch with the new makeup styles. Okay, the next thing was this green blouse. And now it's funny because this one I got in a 1X, and it is big. I mean, I could have got a 0X in this easily. But I got a 1X, and this is very thick fabric. It's a polyester, and it's very thick. So I was really happy with this. It was not real lightweight, thin. It has elastic at the waist. It's pretty much straight down the front. And in the back, it has this pretty bow right on the upper part of your back. And it's really cute. Very cute blouse. And that green blouse was $0. Okay, that was another thing that I got for free, either because I had credits or because either because I had credits or it was a Shein club. I don't recall which one that was now. But that one was also $0, and that was in a 1X. Okay, last but not least, guys. Last but not least, I do love this blouse. This is another blouse, and it's unique because it has a textured kind of stretchy textured fabric, like with a three-dimensional print on it that is raised. And I'll show you the back first. It's a little bit sheer up here in this area. So I would wear something under this, or a tank, or a camisole, or even you could even probably wear like a t-shirt under this, because it did run big. And in this one, what size did I get on this? Okay, it was $8.76. Buttons, I think does it button under here? I can't remember. Yeah, it buttons down the front, and it has that cute detail along the collar. It's a V-neck. And let me see, what size was this to be sure? This was a 1XL, and again, like I said, a lot of the 1XLs were coming in too tight, but this one, actually, I could have even gone down a size on this one. So sometimes it's unpredictable with the sizes. They do give you measurements. If you click down farther on the description, a lot of the items will give you measurements. So I kind of go by the measurements more than I do the actual size. But I was afraid to get this any smaller. And I mean, I think I could wear this as a cardigan almost, because it is heavy. This one was 90% polyester and 10% elastane, and it is very stretchy, so it's forgiving. And it's nice and thick with that three-dimensional print, so if you're worried about bulges, you won't see it with this top. Okay, I don't anyways, and I have bulges. Okay, that one was $8.76. Okay, guys, so that's all I have for this time. Let me think of a dating story. Okay, let me know if you like me giving these dating stories. I have to go way back in time and think, okay, I have a dating story. Yes, there was this man I met. I actually talked to him. This was before the online dating. This is when I did the telephone chat. There used to be a line called Quest, and it was free for women to call, but men had to pay. And I started talking to a man who sounded very interesting, and he was fun to talk to. And I met him, and he wasn't super attractive or anything, but you know, that's not a big requirement of mine anyways. So we had dinner, and we were getting along really well. And again, we were at Don Pablo's, which is the same restaurant in the story I told previously in the previous video. And we were really hitting it off and getting along. And we were trying to think of what to do after our night out at Don Pablo's. And I said, well, I had a feeling of trust with him that I don't usually have right off. And this was really not prudent on my part, but I agreed to go to his brother's house and watch a movie. Okay, so we get to his brother's house, and his brother's not home, and he says he's watching the house for his brother, and his brother's dog was there, and this dog was like a Great Dane. It was really big and really cute, really big dog. And so he sat in the recliner, and I sat on the sofa, and he started like picking a movie, and the dog put his forepaws on my thigh with his whole body right across my face sideways, and no seeing the TV whatsoever. And I'm thinking, okay, he'll sit down, right? He didn't sit down. He kept standing there. So finally I said to the gentleman, I said, could you ask your dog to sit down, because I can't see anything? And the guy said, well, that's because you're in his space. And I said, I am? So where should I sit? You know, I mean, this was a huge dog. I mean, he was pretty much taking up most of the sofa. and standing there across me. It was very strange. And I said, well, where should I sit? So he said, well, we could go upstairs and watch a movie. And I said, nope, no, we're not going upstairs. No, no, no. And I said, I guess I'm going to go. And I left. And when we got outside, he started telling me this long story about how his brother had raccoons in the attic, and seemed like he still wanted to talk, you know, even though I was leaving because I was not going to go upstairs with somebody I just met. I shouldn't even have been at the house, but I thought his brother was going to be there, but nobody was there. Okay, so we went outside and he told me this long, convoluted story about raccoons getting in his brother's attic. And he's like, see, I think I see one there. I think I see one there. And we were talking about that. And I know from experience that if you catch a raccoon in your attic, I don't think you're supposed to release them to a different area. So a lot of times if the animal warden comes, they'll have to put the raccoon to sleep, because my niece one time had a raccoon in her attic, she thought, and I said, bring the raccoon over because I'm on the Metro Parks. I said, you can let the raccoon out here and he'll be fine. And she said, nope, you're not allowed to do that. So yeah, but the weird thing was he did seem really friendly and like he still wanted to talk. So I thought, this is good, we'll see each other again. Nope, never heard from him again. Okay, so that's another very bizarre dating story. And I have a lot more of those where those came from. Okay. I don't know. He seemed like a nice enough guy. He said he was a teacher. I did not think he was out of my league or anything looks wise. And he did seem really personable, but he just would not ask his dog to sit down. What are you supposed to do with that? All right, guys, thank you for listening. And let me know if you want to hear more dating stories. And if you have any questions about the items I've ordered, leave me a note. Maybe I can send you a SKU number or something in case you want to buy any of those. I haven't really figured out how to upload my cart, so I apologize for that. But if you ask me specifically about an item, I will give you all the information I have about it. Right now, I'm only at like 90 subscribers, so I still have plenty of time to do that. I have been increasing my subscribers lately, which is fantastic. Thank you guys for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Maybe this channel will eventually get off the ground. Okay. All right. But thank you for your patience and thank you for listening. And bye-bye. Have a good night.